Hi everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. So I was starting to do a video and do these pockets with you guys, and then I realized that I had folded it incorrectly, so I had to retrace my steps and figure it out again. I haven't done one of these in a minute. So yeah, today we are going to be creating some pockets and some pieces to go into our scratch journal. So if you guys want to come along with me, you're going to need some paper. You can use, if you did the jelly prints, feel free to use those, or any kind of paper that you want to use. It is for our scratch journal, so it cannot be a digi, and it cannot be anything that is from the store, from a scrapbook, okay? We can use coffee dyed papers and any type of hand dyed paper, handmade paper. You can also use magazines, book pages, all that good stuff. So mine's kind of a combo here because I did my jelly print on music paper. So yeah, so there's that piece, and I'm probably, I don't know if I probably won't do another one like that. So the next one, let's see here. I want to do it on these papers. They're both the same. I just want to make sure. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'll do it on this one. So all I'm going to do is fold this paper in half, and this is trimmed from that sheet, so it's a little bit crooked on my edges and stuff. I haven't cut it down yet to where, you know. Now I do want to grab one of my signatures because I want to make sure that I'm not going longer or, you know, taller than my page. I'm not. That's good. So what I'm going to do now is, I call these the checkbook pockets, and I really like these, and I haven't made one in a while, so I'm going to make a checkbook pocket. And I'm feeling like this paper might be a little flimsy, so I think I'm going to, yeah, I think before I finish folding, I'm going to go ahead and glue it to another page, and that way, let me grab something fun here, like, I don't know, let me see, I have more music paper. Oh, it's not big enough. You know what I'm going to grab is a piece of coffee dyed paper. I'll be right back. I'm right here. Just grabbing my little box. Okay. Actually, I think I'll use this tea dyed paper. Okay. Now, I have not done a big glue job in a while in front of you guys, you know, where I've used this, but for these kind of jobs, I usually use this big open on my sugar bell, and I use my Aleene's glue. And the reason I do this is so that I can grab, where is my little, here it is, my little spreader, and I spread it so that when I lay this paper down, it's not going to have a bunch of lumps and you know, glue spots and stuff. It's going to be pretty smooth, and I like that. Okay, and it's not going to have a bunch of glue lines. I do not like lines underneath my glue. So, and you got to be kind of quick because it's spreading it out really thin, and you know, it'll dry pretty fast. So hopefully it's big enough. There. Oh, it is. Good. Okay. I think it fits. I'm going to have to do a little bit on the edge here, and that's fine. That's not a big deal. Okay. Just wanting to make sure. There. And this is just going to reinforce this piece of paper, because this is music paper that is over 100 years old, and even though it's pretty sturdy, when I folded it, I felt it crack, and it's, you know, it's older and it will break on you, you know. So that's why I went ahead and did the tea dyed paper for the inside of it. And that way I know for sure that it's going to be strong enough. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim off the edge here. And I'll be trimming this a little bit more anyway because, like I said, I didn't cut it to be perfectly straight yet. So it's going to look crooked when I fold it, and then I'll straighten it after that. Yeah, I just thought today we could make a few pieces for the journal because I've got the signatures ready, but I've been preparing journal cards, and you've seen the video by now. I did some journal cards with you guys. I've also been doing some by myself. I haven't made any tags yet, so I'll probably be doing some tags too. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and refold this again and see how it's cracking there. But now it's got that paper, so it'll be a little bit stronger. I won't worry about it so much. And I'm going to grab my purple, and I'm just going to go, let's see, let me get my ink. I'm using my purple ink real quick, if I can find it. There it is. I'm going to use this archival ink and go over these edges here. And that way where I cracked the paper, it doesn't show white, it's purple. Okay, anyway, that little stuff, those are those little details that annoy me, and I have to fix them, otherwise, yeah, they annoy my eyes. That's what it is. Okay, so now we're going to fold this, and you can decide how high you want your pocket. You can go higher, you can go lower. I do mine about 2/3 of the way up, 3/4 of the way up, and then I'm going to fold it backwards and fold this. Oh, you know what? Shoot, I should have used the other side because I had already folded a tack on it. Using that to, well, that'll probably be the side I glued down since it's going to have a double fold on it. See, it's going to have that double fold. So this will be the side I glue down, yeah, like that to the page. Now I'm going to take the purple dauber again and just go over this white. Once this glue completely dries, it's going to be really sturdy then. So right now it's kind of floppy because the glue's still wet. Okay, and now I'm going to use my art glitter glue. Yeah, oh, it is open, good. And I'm going to get my scissors and do a little trimming here to make sure this is nice and even on both ends, or as even as I can eyeball it to be. Okay. All right. Look, that is not even. Okay. There we go. Now we have a little checkbook pocket, and I do, before I glue this down, I am going to try and even this top out. I can see it's crooked when I fold it down, you can tell. Does that look better? A little bit. You know, when you do the jelly print, you have that edge that always looks uneven, and I always just kind of cut it away, and I'm not real diligent on making it straight at that point. And so later when I make stuff with these, I have to, I have to be careful because it's gonna look crooked on my lines. So now I'm just adding some glue to these two sides, okay, and gluing this in up as a pocket. And on this I'm using the art glitter glue because it dries much faster. I did notice this is a little crooked on this side, but I can see it here too. I put a little extra glue on the inside so that I could cut this just a bit. There we go. I think that should help. Yeah, okay. It's still off. I can still see it. I know, it's funny. For somebody who doesn't measure, you'd think that crooked lines wouldn't bother me at all. considering it kind of goes, it's kind of, you know, goes with territory. But anyway, okay, so gluing down. And I saw a lift there when I touched that, so I'm going to have to put a little glue on that edge. Make sure. Yeah, this paper, this jelly print, it really did nice. Now I saw something lift right there. Thought so. It's between these two. Right there. So I'm just going to take that in. I think that's the only one I saw. So now you have these cute little pockets, okay, and it folds over. And I'm going to do this side, which is a bummer because this side has the gold, but, you know, I don't like that fold right there line, plus it just weakens it a little bit. I mean, I guess I could add some ribbon right there, you know. I could run like a piece of ribbon along it just for fun, and yeah, like this, something like that. Not this color, but you know what I'm saying. Ooh, I could do that gold I love so much, and I just got some back again. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that looks nice. We might have to just put that on there anyway, just because it looks good. And then I've got the gold in the background. Let's see, which side is better? But I've got this part here, you know, with the swirls. What do you guys think? I think this side. So we're just going to deal with that little fold, and we're going to cover it. So this lovely trim ribbon, I don't want to call it, it's kind of a metallic type ribbon. It sticks down really good though. Hopefully I got it wide enough. Maybe just a little bit more on the edge. Okay. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody is doing well. Oh, I didn't do it. Nope, not quite. It's got to go over a little bit more. Yeah, I was going to just keep working by myself, and I thought, I want to talk to my girls. I miss you guys. And Cordy's working late. He, as you well know by now, he got his own route, and so yeah, this is his first day doing the route. This is actually last Tuesday. I'm filming again I did 2 videos today. So yesterday's video was filmed today as well. But yeah, I'm excited. He texted me. Oh, I probably already told you this. He texted me and said he'd be late, so that's why I thought, you know what? I'm going to record. Oh, isn't that cute? That's pretty, right? I like that. I like it. Where's my, I'm going to do a little more distressing here. I can still see some of that white. Yeah, that's going to be nice. That's pretty. Okay. Can you see why I love this? I do. I just love it so much. The gold. And it's funny. It's such a tacky looking gold on the roll, but then when you put it on stuff, it looks beautiful. You guys see okay? All right. So let's do another piece. So what do I want to do this time? Let me see. I'm thinking, you know what I want to do? I think I'm probably going to have to double up on all of these with the extra paper because of it being that old music paper. I didn't have to with that first piece, but I think that's just because it was kind of folded in such a way that it was not putting as much stress on it, you know. I think I'm going to put the glue directly on here instead of the other paper, and that way I have a little more control where it's going. And I am going to lay down, oh shoot, this was on there, dang it. Oh, you guys, clumsy girl, clumsy girl. We'll just let that dry. Anyway, I have this paper towel. I just wanted to use something for the glue, you know, to spread this out. There we go. That's good. Okay. All right. Have to hurry. This glue starts, even though it's Aleene's, it still starts to dry pretty quick when it's this thinned out. Okay. And if you take it all the way to the edges, you know, with a spreader, you get, you know, you get a good. I'm going to lay that on top. Flip it over, and hopefully this works. Yay, I think it did. I'm going to grab a dry wipe super quick here, and I mean a wet wipe, and wipe this thing off real quick so that I'm not wishing I had later. All right, so there we go. And you know what? This is great. I'm going to use the other side that was dry. This is a great thing to use to spread that. Firm but gentle from the middle out, okay? And if you see where it's not quite down, then you can just add some glue right then. It is hard to get it to the edge and let it stay and have it be stay wet, you know, when you're doing this big a sheet, but okay. Let's see. There we go. All right. Oops, I'm going to clean this off. All right, so here we have our second piece. Now I'm going to do the back, and this is where you want to be gentle. Like I said, firm but gentle, because you will tear the paper because there's some wet glue underneath there still, like through here, that's bulking up a little bit. I don't mind these lines. I actually kind of like them. There we go. You guys see okay? All right, so now we can trim. Yay. And like, oops, this side did not, this corner right here, how'd I miss that? There's like no glue on this corner at all. Okay. Anyway, now we're going to trim. Okay. And what was I thinking to make with this? Oh yeah, I remember. I'll still have to do some trimming when it's done, but I love these. What I'm about to make is one of my favorite things. I don't know why, I just think they're so cute when you decorate them, because they're like a double envelope. I got them from Tina. I'm sure a lot of you have seen her do them. But I like them when they're decorated. I just think they're so cute. Okay, this is the side. I want it upside down, because what we're going to do is we're going to fold this up, and we're going to fold this down. And I like to leave enough space between so you can actually reach into the envelope. Okay, so, all right. They're super simple, but super cute, I think. Oh yeah, you gotta fold them over again, so you make sure that you're pretty even. All right, now you just trim this edge here. And now you have 2 cutie patootie little envelopes. That one did not quite trim. I've made these super tiny. I've made them big. And what we're going to do, let me see, which one do I want on the front? They're both pretty cute, but I think I'm going to have this one in the front and this one on the inside. So what you do is you tuck them together, okay? And you're just going to take some glue, okay, around the edge here and all over this little flap. I have to hold my glue bottle weird right now. Ever since I hurt my fingers, I hurt both my index fingers different times in the same week, and ever since then they're super, like, they'll start to feel better, and then I'll do something and strain them again. I think I actually had like either a little tiny fracture, or because I've broke my finger before and I know what it feels like, and that's kind of what it feels like. Yeah, so I think I might have like or sprained it in such a way and keep re-spraining it. I don't know how else to say that, but yeah. So we're going to press this down so these flaps are together, and then we'll just trim. And you can, you know, you can actually, like, we can corner punch, you know, round these off, or you could make them pretty. I'm not going to try to do that with my punch. I might round them, but I'm not going to do the pretty ones because they hurt my fingers, my hands. But anyway, you just trim them so they're nice and even. Okay. And then on the envelope portion, on the shorter side, you're going to go ahead and, you know what? I see where that still needs trimmed. Right here on this one, a little bit. Right here, I'm just gonna do a little extra, there we go, little something something right there. Let's see this one, let me look, make sure this one's a little bit off as well. I'm doing this before I glue them down. Okay, now on this back side I can see that that is still a little bit off. These are pretty gel prints. I really, they really turned out well for me this time. I need to practice more often so I can do this again. You know what I mean? Like, not lose my practice at it. So I'm going to put one of those back so it doesn't mess with this as I glue this one down. Okay, you're just going to run your glue like always. Same old, same old. No new tricks here. And then we're going to sit this down. Okay. Okay, now do the same thing with this one. There we go. So I hope you guys are feeling inspired when you're working. I hope you're trying this scratch junk journal with me. I know there's tons of them out there. This is just my take on it, you know. And it's a brand new take. Like I said, you guys know I have never made a journal completely with nothing from the store in it. That's like decorating it, you know. I will tell you this. I may have already mentioned this in Mass Monday or something, but you know, one thing I am going to say is that I will always use my digis. I will always use my scrapbook paper at times. I will always use my dolls, my paper dolls, my little people. For me, they bring me pleasure and joy when I use them. They are adorable. And the biggest thing for me is that I'm seeing is that I am going to start implementing more scratch creations. And I'm just going to start calling them scratch journals. I'm going to start, you know, because I'm not using junk necessarily in these. I'm using items that are homemade, you know. But the one thing I will say is that I'll probably implement a lot more of the scratch ephemera and things like decorative fussy cuts and stuff. I will probably start implementing that along with my purchased items and my things, you know. And I have to be honest, I see my DigiKits as I created them, so for me they are scratch. I know they're not for you guys because, you know, but for me they are, because they're my creation. I mean, they're my artwork, you know. So to me, I did create those. That would be like me doing a jelly print, you know. But yeah, so I will be using things that I find pleasant to use. And I love using this kind of items. I was looking at this real quick thinking, I don't want to trim it too high because I don't want to cut into where you can see this part of the envelope. But I'm thinking that I might just trim the corner. Do I want to trim the corner or do I want to stamp the corner? Let me see. Does that look weird? I'm going to do it. No, I think it's kind of cute. I'm going to use this as my guide, of course. Like we do. Y'all know what I mean. And yeah. If I can get that on there the right way. Okay. All right. There we go. Yeah, I think that's kind of cute. So there is my envelope, my double envelope. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? I love these so much. Now you got to let it dry really good. You don't want it to, you know, split on the sides. But they are so cute when they're done. And you can decorate the front and the inside and even this part. And it's like, you know, you can put another pocket in here. You can do, you know, whatever you want. So yeah, very, very, very fun, I think. Okay. Let me see here, guys. What are we going to do? Let's use this one, the plant. Huh. I'm thinking, what do we want to do? What do I want to do? I want to get the most out of this that I can. I'm trying to think what piece I want to do. Maybe I'll do, and I was going to say a regular envelope, but I kind of, hold on one second. I'm going to go in my box and find some pieces so that I can kind of get a grip on what I want to do here. Hold on one sec. Okay guys, I'm back. So what I want to make is one of these, and I had to go find one just so I can make sure I fold it right. And I also think I'm going to do a CD, and I don't have any that are coffee dyed. I could paint the dye on really quick, but I think instead I'm just gonna go for it with some ink, because I don't know, I've been having fun with the ink lately. And let's see, I'll use this pink, it's fine, I don't really care. And I'm just gonna go around and give it some color, you know, fun stuff. I know, I should have put a book page underneath here, huh? Duh. Oh, and it's permanent too, so if I don't get it off of there really fast, it's gonna stay. There we go. This is just a dollar placemat from the dollar store. Not a biggie. Not a biggie. I mostly try to keep stuff clean so you guys don't have to stare at dirty surfaces and them for myself. Y'all know what I mean. We're crafters, right? So, okay. So now we have that pretty, I know, I'm going to do it on the flap as well. I'm not going to do it on the back because this will be glued in to the journal and you won't even see the back. So I'm not going to I guess maybe around the edges just so in case it lifts or whatever, but yeah. I'm not sure if I'm going to have this set so that it'll, you know what? I'm not going to have it set so it'll open. I'm going to glue it shut. It's just going to be for decorative. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to grab one of these gorgeous prints back here. Let's see, which one do I want? I actually think I might use this one with it because it's got all those greens. Yeah, let me see, where do I want to cut from? Let's see, I'm going to do this corner up here. Just kind of, I'll have to cut it down a little bit, but I'm just getting a general idea. Of how big I need it to be. I think I just cut that. I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. If I did just the teeniest little bit. You know, that's the kind of stuff I do. So, y'all are very tolerant of me, honestly. I'm just taking a tiny bit off because I am going to be, oops, which way does this go? I'm going to make sure it's the right way. There we go. I'm going to be tucking this in, and it's just going to be for decoration on the background of this, see? And then what I'm going to do is do a little bit of decorating on the outside with some colors and stuff, and maybe put something cute on the paper, like, I don't know, butterflies or something. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, I feel when it comes to, like, that's the one thing I am having a harder time with, is not being able to, like, stick down a butterfly, or, you know what I'm saying? Put something that I like that. Because I do a lot of butterflies, a lot of little things. And I know I can use stamps and everything, but I really enjoy butterflies with some bling on them. I do. I love that. And yeah, so for me, that is probably the hardest part, is not having my little extras as far as fussy cuts go. Now I'm going to get this glue all over my hand to get this in here right, because otherwise it'll stick before I want it to. Okay. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit raised. That's okay. We're going to glue this. This is going to be sealed shut, so I'm just going to tuck this down. It's got the glue on it, so it should stick okay. All right, and then what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to put something in here as well. Probably like a cute picture or something. I'm thinking I have these images. I don't know who I have though. Let's see. I have some in here. I haven't cut all of my, oh, you know what? This might be kind of cute in there. This little, it's barely holding together, this little violin. Let me see. That might be a cute little thing to put. Let me look. Oh yeah, I like that. Let's do a little bit of distressing. Do we want purple or do we want brown? Where's my brown? Ah, here it is. Right where I put it. Right where it's supposed to be. And here's my distress. Yeah. Just go around this edge a little bit. I have such a habit of doing that. And that actually hurts my hand as well. That's another reason I've been sliding it over, and I find that it works better. I'm just so used to squishing it down and turning it that it's habit, you know. All right, now I think if I do this right, it's gonna have to be fast. Fast. I have actually almost used up all my glue sticks. I think I only have 2 left. And this one's down to like half. I had so many, I quit. I had them on subscribe and save, and I changed it and took them off because I had so many. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this right here. Oops. Okay, you got to stay there. Stay there. Just for a minute. I'm going to open this and slide this in. I'm hoping, there we go, there we go. I can just lay it down straight. Come on, I want the violin to show. Stop it. There we go. There. There. How's that? That's cute, right? Okay, now, you know what? You know what? We do have, let's see, what were they stamped on? I was going to say, I have the Eiffel Tower, but I thought, I have the Eiffel Tower, and then I have some blank ones. Wait, here we go. And then I have like a key. I don't know, I was thinking these might be cute on here. I don't know if they will or not. They'll look cuter when they're distressed, I'll tell you that. Everything looks better when it's distressed. If you have not learned that yet, learn it, live it, love it, accept it. I'm just playing. To me, everything looks better distressed. Just got a message from Sweet Betty. She's a part of our family on Tara's Take and has become a very loved friend. I will read your message and get back to you in a few minutes. Of course, you will hear this. I will have already gotten back to you because this video won't go up until next week. But when you hear me talking to you on the video, you go, oh, I know what I was doing. Right when she said that. Beautiful Hope. I did some little handwriting on stuff. I was trying to, extraordinary. I was trying to create, you know, some stuff that is mine. And here we go. Curiosity. How about that guy? He looks kind of cute there. Now let's just check out what these guys look like. And I think, let's see. Let's just see, right? Might as well. First, we're going to distress the edges. What time is it? Okay. All right. And then, I think with a key, and it says curiosity, that might be kind of cute. What I was going to do is grab the purple and give it a little waft of the purple over that. Where's that brush I was just using? It's still out and I should have already put away. Right here. There we go. Purple. Okay. Gotta make everything match, right? And then, haha. Make it a little bit of a shine on here. Ooh, can you guys see? Can you see? Pretty, pretty. Okay. All right. I'm just rubbing this all in. It smells like heaven. This is called Opal Magic Wax, and it's by Art Alchemy. And this particular color is a vintage silk. And yes, I will try to put it in the link, or a link in there. You can get it on Amazon, but you can also get it on Etsy. I got mine on Etsy. I believe it was a little bit cheaper. Took a few extra days, but that's okay. And you barely have to use any of it to really get a beautiful effect on anything. Okay, and so it's a very tiny amount, and I don't use it very often, so mine's lasted a long time. If you're using it every day, I don't know how long it will last you, you know. But look at this. Doesn't that give that CD holder a beautiful sheen? So now we're going to put our little key here in the corner on one side, just for fun. It's just going to be, like I said earlier, it's just going to be a little decorative, fun page, you know, page decoration for us. Fun way to use our jelly prints and our handmade fussy cuts. Hopefully you guys think so too. And I'm going to put that here. And then I'm going to put the word curiosity at the bottom, underneath there. Okay. And I'll use this glue for that because there we go. Oopsie. Oh no, T. See, it's all fixable though. Look at that. Like it never happened. Now this wax will dry. Right now it's still what you would consider wet, but it will dry, and once it does, it won't come up. Okay. So there is that little piece. I hope you like that. So what have we made today? We have made this, and then we have made our little double envelope. Okay. We made our little checkbook, which is drying nicely and starting to get firm. And then before I started, I made this little, just your standard, you know, we make these all the time, right? These are real easy. And I'm just going to go over this a little bit. And in fact, I'm going to use my wee little brush to go kind of inside so it doesn't have that strong line, that hard line inside the pocket. Okay, so there's that. Actually, I think I will do a little bit of purple around the edges. You know, when you are cutting stuff like this and you have like this little tiny edge is off just a little bit, I added purple distress and now you can't even see that it's off at all. And this will be glued in to one of the pages in the signatures. So there's 4 pieces. I'm probably not, well, I guess I have time. Let's go ahead and put a couple of things away here. All I was going to do with this, was it this one? No, it was this one here, I think. Yeah. Now I'm going to have to glue this to another piece of paper because we're going to be folding it a lot, and these need to be strung. So in fact, I think I'm going to use a piece of, let's see, this paper here. It's like a cardstock. Is it big enough? I think it is. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. Where's my, do I have my paper towel still? I do. Yay. Oh my gosh, I just dumped all of my little envelope full of fussy cuts. Ugh. Almost all of them. Tara. So how often do I make you guys laugh? I mean, seriously. I just make myself mad, but I'm sure I make you guys laugh. Anyway, my husband laughs. He thinks I'm funny. I don't think I'm funny. I'm like, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. It's very unattractive. He says, it's cute. I said, no, it's not. Yes, we argue about my clumsiness and whether it's cute or not. I find it very not cute. You know, you live with something like that your whole life, you don't find it cute at all, right? Anybody out there clumsy? Show of hands. Show of hands. I know they're out there. I know you guys are out there. Please say I'm not the only one. Anyway, Actually, I met a lady in the store just the other day at Walmart, and she saw me drop something, and she and I got to talking, and she was laughing because she said, I'm just as I'm like that. She goes, that totally reminds me of me. I've been living with clumsiness my whole life. I go, really? Were you nicknamed Grace at 5 years old? Because she was making a joke about being graceful, you know, and that she wasn't. It was a good thing her parents never named her Grace. I go, really? Because at 5, my dad nicknamed me Grace. He decided that was going to be my nickname. And she was cracking up at me. I was like, yep, it's true. So here we are. And again, I'm going to lay this down and put this on top. And then that way we have a nice firm base. And now, because this piece is cardstock, I mean, it's thicker, you know. I can try to guess, but it's probably like your typical weight, you know what I'm saying? 200 GSM or something like that. I'm just adding a little tiny bit here. I see where it's didn't quite hit the edges. It always seems like it does, and then you lay it out. And I think that's where it dries really quick, like I talk about. Yeah, so I think that's part of it. Okay, so another spot right here. I see you. I see you. All that way down. Okay. Now it's on there. Isn't that pretty? So that was with one of those placemats. Walmart, and that's where I got them. I don't know if they still have them. I think actually that they do, though, because this was only last year. I'm pretty sure they're still selling that style if you liked it. I'm going to go to the dollar store because I want to buy some like drawer, like dish mats and stuff like that, because I've seen some with pretty cool designs on them, and yeah, we'll be playing with some other stuff. I've been kind of collecting things that I can make into that I can use with the jelly plate. So okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna fold this. I'm just gonna kind of give it a little pinch here so I know where the halfway mark is. Okay, all right, and then I'm gonna fold these corners in, and I hope I'm doing this right. I think I am. I have not made one of these in a good minute, so I'm going to go ahead and use this as a guide, and so they're as even as possible. Okay. Okay. And then actually, I think if I bring this up and I'm really careful, I can probably do that again and use it. I'm just going to fold it back and then back in. Yeah, use this as a guide because you're going to want the 4 corners folded in. Okay. All right. Okay. Hopefully, I didn't make an error in doing it that way, but we'll see, right? We'll see. And then we're going to glue those down. Come on, baby. Don't start jamming up on me now. You've done so good. We're just going to glue those down. It doesn't have to be a ton of glue, just enough to hold those corners in for you. Okay. Am I in the camera? Okay. All right. Okay. So now we are going to bring this in, and it's still kind of wet because, of course, we're dealing with that paper, and we're going to bring it so it overlaps enough so that you've got a lip to glue this down to, okay? And you're going to have these 2 V's, okay? another one of Tina pockets. If you want to see the pro make them, I have done a video on these as well, but Miss Tina is amazing. Now I'm going to run, since you just want to decide which side do you want on the top, okay? And I don't think for me it really matters. Actually, I think I like that one better. So on the one that's going to be on the top is where I'm going to run my glue, because I don't want it seeping into the inside of the pocket. Okay. So this way it's definitely only on this part. See. Oops. Wait for it to dry long enough to actually show you guys. Okay. And now we are going to pick up, I'm going to have to pick a piece of paper from here, and I'm thinking I might use this. It's gorgeous. And I'm wondering, do I need to, I'm going to reinforce it with, not with cardstock this time, but I'm going to reinforce it with some tea-dyed paper, okay? And I'm only going to do that because it's going to be a flap, and we want it to be strong. Good, we're good on time. Gosh, I feel like I've been doing this a long time, but you know, we've not even gone an hour. I think it's because I've gotten quite a bit done today, yeah, on this video, so I feel like I have. Okay, again, spread that puppy out. And I'm not going to be using this whole page, so once I'm done cutting these pieces for the flaps on this pocket set, it's going to be, I will then have extra that's already strengthened, you know, and I don't have to mess with it, you know what I mean? Okay. I will already have some prepared, is what I'm saying, for another pocket or whatever, you know. Okay, and then gently but firmly over the back, making sure all those areas that were extra wet get flattened in. I had a wet wipe. Where'd I do? Here it is. It's not super wet now, but at least it's wet enough to wipe up. Okay, so now we have a few spots again, so I'm going to go around the edges here, make sure. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you guys have felt inspired today. I've kind of felt inspired. We've gotten so many things done today that feels good. Now I can start looking at decorating those pages, putting down some trims, maybe doing some ruffles and some sewing for it. That'll probably be another video, because I haven't done ruffles in a minute, and I think it's time. And I've got all that material left, you know, so I'm thinking that would be a good thing. Sorry, I hear them again. If you heard that yelling and a dog crying, sorry. Okay. Now we're going to take that piece and we're going to have a measuring here. Oh, and you know what? I see where this is like white, so I'm going to get some purple. What did I do with my purple? What did I do? Probably put it in here. Yes, I did. Just going to, there we go. Okay, good. Now, back to instruction. Now, what we're going to do is pick which side we want. It's going to be in here, and I'm going to trim it so that it fits right inside, okay? So I'm going to take that edge like that, and then I'm going to fold this over, And I'm folding it just so it's right on that edge because I'm going to cut here and I'm going to barely cut it. So hopefully if I do this right, okay, it's going to cut. I know my paper is uneven, so yeah, I'm going to probably have to do this twice, but that's okay. Anyway, I'm going to try and spare as much of this paper as I can. That's what I'm sitting here contemplating with myself as I look at it. Okay. Anyway, because my papers are uneven, it's going to, okay. So this slides right in. Nope, it's going to have a little tiny bit to come off, which is fine. Which side do I want to take it from? I think this side. Because when you put it in there, you want it to be up against that edge as flush as it can be, so it looks good, you know. But at the same time, it's got to fit down inside of here and be able to be glued. Okay, stop. There we go. Okay. That should be good. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to fold this so that it comes down, okay, like a little flap. And I'm going to trim that off. Oh, shoot. Did I just cut that? Tara, Renee, I almost did. And it's cut very uneven, which is, you know, okay. Not okay. Look at that. Did you see that? That is not okay, Tara. Okay, there we go. Good enough. All right. We'll probably be doing some ribbon or something on here. It's still not low enough. I screwed that one up. I apologize. Let's try again. Let's see. This side is narrower, so that's why I'm not sure if it's going to work. Let me see here. All right. So I'm gonna first glue this and get this in here. And it does need trimmed slightly. All right. Ah, this blue. There we go. Now I want this to go deep enough so that it covers this area. Okay, that's why I'm pushing that glue a little harder. All right, now, okay, there, all right. All right, now I'll fold this down. It's not going to be perfectly settled because of the fact that this paper is a little bit off. But I'm already thinking ahead to what I can do to rectify that, because as you can see, it's slanting here. So what I'll probably do is trim this so that it comes down, or up, I mean. I'm not going to leave it that long anyway, so let's see. We just want it... Does it need to be? Let me look at this one. I got to check. I'm thinking ahead, and I'm like, wait a minute. It's just the one side. It doesn't need to cover that. That's right. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. So what it needs to do, I need to fold this up. I told you it's been a long time since I've made these. Okay. And you fold that, and then that way, and again, our paper is, this old music paper is cracking. So we're going to be doing some more of this, just to darken it. Okay, and then that's over that. And what I'm thinking is I will just trim this up at a slant so that when I cut this, both sides will be kind of, yeah, like that. Okay, and now I'm going to trim, because we don't want it that big, I'm going to go ahead and trim this. All right. Okay, and it don't matter. There. So there's our, I'm going to cut this evenly if I have to cut it all the way off. No, I'm kidding. So there we go. All right, there's our little pocket. And when you open it like this, now what we're going to do now, and I'm looking over here because I'm wondering, let's see, should I just, I'm wondering, usually you use the opposite side of your paper. And in this case, I just want to make sure I pick the right paper for this. So I think that it would be fine to give it pockets that look sort of alike, I guess. I don't think it would really hurt if they blend, you know what I mean? So we're going to create 2 little pockets, just 2 pieces of your paper. Okay. This is probably, yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I cut it. Ah, Tara. All right. I've actually gotten like a ton of stuff done today, and I think I'm tired now. I have to make dinner, or I get to make dinner, I should say, because I count it a blessing. I get to make dinner, and but I made a DigiKit today. I did 5 book page packets, which took like 3 hours, you know, of working with those books and picking everything, pictures, putting everything together, organizing all of them, making sure that each one had exactly, you know, the same of everything, and then picking the ephemera for it, because they come with 5 pieces of handmade ephemera. And then I did a video, and now I'm doing this video. So I think I'm tired. That's probably what it is. It's like 3, yeah, it's almost 4, so kind of tells you. Okay, so now we're going to glue these in and make sure you're, you know, I like them to be framed a little bit, so I'm going to, and you can do it this way so that, you know, it's opposite, okay? But I think I'm going to glue mine down with the, I just really love that print, and I think it's pretty, so I don't want to lose any of it if I can help it. I can always glue something on here, decorating it, that will, or put the you know, whatever card I put in here can be contrasting so that it sets it off. Give it a little pinch. Miss Pammy taught me that. So it makes my pocket kind of stick up a little bit. And this side. And then we are going to say so long for today. Okay. There we go. All right. And again, I'm going to bring it about 1/8 of an inch from the base there. Make sure it's even on both sides. Like I said, I like for it to be a little bit of a frame, so I don't go corner to corner, you know, side to side, because I like it to have a little bit of a frame. Okay, so there is that piece. Now we have, you open it, you have 2 pockets there, you have 2 pockets here, and you have a really cute flap, and it's adorable. I'll show you this one. See, this one's decorated. Isn't that sweet? So cute. I haven't put it in anything yet, but yeah. So there's that. There is that. I'm excited. This journal is actually starting to have some feel to it for me. There's that one. There's the double envelope. And the CD holder with the gold is so pretty. So you guys have a wonderful day. I love you very much. What time is it? Yep, it's about time to shut this down. I was going to say, I think I'll take a little bit of black and just kind of edge this envelope a tiny bit, just for that little bit of contrast. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, I skidded. Oops. See, that's the good thing about this pen too. If you catch it, you can kind of move that ink a little bit. It only gives you a couple seconds though, a few seconds, but go. I just thought this might add a little bit of something to this. There we go. All right. I like when the corners, there. All right, so there we go. Now that's done. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed today's video and that you felt inspired. I'd love to see what you guys made too, if you crafted along with me. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you very much. God bless. Bye.